The question is, do I remember Morse code? Maybe. Just one moment. Telling my wife what light bulb to get for the other side of that light fixture over there. The answer is probably yes. You don't just like forget Morse code. It's a lot like riding a bike. For crying out loud. Because the thing is, I've been learning Morse code for like a long time, like, I don't know, 10 years. If you look at my... Thanks, Justin. If you look at my history on YouTube, of like, hey, I did some Morse code back then, and I could send and I could receive just a little bit, but like, this is like the real deal. So I'm going to do a code group and see what it's all about, if I have totally forgotten Morse code, or if not. Let's do it. So not very good. Nice. Now, Justin has her own light in that light fixture over there. You just leave it on the floor. For now. She is not pleased by the things that I've put on the floor. Not on purpose, but because gravity said so.
You need homes.
Well, it was on my desk, but like, I don't want it on my desk now. It's like one of these things. Like every single YouTuber has like that. It's the vinyl cutting mat that you always see like every YouTuber have, and it's like it's useful because it is to scale. Like it has a ruler, and you can put a thing on it and be like, oh yeah, I know that's a pin, and it is, 7 inches long or 10 inches long, but it's got raised edges and it's not very grippy. So bleh. Just hide it right here. You won't even see it.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. So
Push it back a little, I can see it.
there you go. Perfectly flush with the edge. Hey Steve. Hey Radio Oklahoma. Welcome back to you as well. So I've been on a Disney vacation.
There's nothing to read.
All right. Hey, read Obama. Welcome back. I don't know what Siri was thinking, but it heard me say, "Hey Siri." I've been on a Disney vacation for the last week with my wife and my niece and my sister, and it was a lot of fun. Wouldn't you agree? It was also very eye-opening, dealing with a 4-year-old. My wife and I don't have kids, and I mean, it wasn't like we had a kid. It wasn't like we were babysitting because my sister was with us the whole time. But like, oh my gosh, kids just get mad over and freak out over the smallest things. But throughout that entire thing, I didn't do a lick of Morse code. So, and you can kind of tell we could have done better at this code group. So, have I forgot how to send Morse code? Plop. Let's get this bent perfectly correctly. No, that's not going to work. Cable, come on. Play nicely. Just put my arm in. Alright, let me send some random text. I don't have Iambic Master hooked up, but I can just send what's on the screen, as you do. So like, nope, that's not 6. Nope. Why am I sending O for 0 or O for 0? Nice. So, no, I haven't forgotten how to send, but I'm still just as rusty as before because I have not practiced. Duh. See some more code groups. See if we can. So also another thing you might have noticed is I'm at 23 by 5, and so I'm increasing the speed and increasing this as well. So I kind of want to get to about a 25 words per minute and also a 25 words per minute effective. And to do that, I'm just going to gradually, every time I get to 10%, I'm going to increase one of these two numbers by 1. I missed the last couple of characters because I knew that was a 6 and not a B. But I did better than 90%, so I want to, it should say you may want to speed it up a bit. So I will do that. So right back on it. Like, no problem. Even being gone for a week, it hasn't been a problem to pick it back up to a point where I got better than 10%. So even on the second try. Also, you hear my cats running around behind me. It's completely normal. Don't mind them. They missed us so much because we were in Disney for 7. We have a cat sitter, but obviously we weren't home for 6 days. So they're like, "Who are you guys?" So I've decreased the effective speed or increased the effective speed by 1. Okay, and I'll go back to code groups. I'm trying not to touch my face because of coronavirus, and that's the other thing. Check back with me in 2 weeks to see if I have the coronavirus. Because yes, we were at Disney World for 6 days, and people are nasty, germ-ridden, festering people, and so that's why, ta-da, Germ-X in my pocket, which, I'm just gonna. You can never use too much Germ-X until my hands fall off. It actually kind of burns. My hands are super dry, and the humidity today is like 10%. Missouri or St. Louis area is under a red flag warning, so no burning because it's so windy and so humid or so dry. St. Louis County also, Missouri itself had its first coronavirus positive result. No fatalities, obviously, but and you know there was some in Florida too, but nowhere in Orlando, and so that's good. I'm really surprised because you know the international it's like an international destination. Most people there are like from all over America and all over the world, so it's like it's gonna be like pop, and I'm not gonna be surprised if Disney closes, but we got really lucky. I mean, South by Southwest is closed, or they're not doing South by Southwest this year, and Hamvention is probably on the chopping block because I mean the disease affects mostly. Affects everyone who gets it, but its mortality is mostly the elderly and people with pre-existing conditions or
Immunocompromised.
say again,
Immunocompromised.
or are immunocompromised, and generally the elderly have many health issues that they're dealing with, and adding on coronavirus is bad for them. So, and since ham radio in general is a older person's hobby, then it's probably wise to cancel Hamvention and other ham radio conventions, which have happened. There are a few ham radio conventions and Hamfests that have been canceled due to coronavirus. So I won't be surprised that Hamvention will do the same, except the fact like, and this is generally like this, you know, basically applying the science of influenza and other diseases, communicable infectious diseases, to coronavirus, which is literally like, you know, the common cold, but this one is a different strain. They're seasonal, so in the summer they kind of die back as people get more healthy and more sun time and outside time, and aren't spending indoors as much, and generally viruses and that sort of infectious diseases prefer the drier atmospheres, so like summer or winter, and as the summer comes those die off, and or the rate of disease goes down, and then so with Hamvention being in May there might not be so many cases, but who knows, time will have to tell on that. And I think we're due for a big wallop in about 2 weeks because of, you know, the way that the country is not dealing with coronavirus. Let me put it that way, that our country is. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm here to learn Morse code. This is a lot faster. Terrible. That was terrible. I'm not even. That's not good at all. That was way faster. Like with 1 word per minute. I feel stressed out now. Let's do more. Come on. It. How do I not do that? I know I'm getting them wrong. So wrong. Even worse. Like up here, I was thinking about, oh, that definitely wasn't whatever it just whatever I put down. Like M Q and I put C. I don't know. I don't know why. And I was like thinking like that was not it. So what if I slow it down somewhat? So let's put that to 20. What's online? I need to turn on Do Not Disturb when I'm streaming. How do I do that? So stop looking at my watch. Boop. Oh.
Just want to let you know.
Oh, you should probably let Teresa know.
What?
You should probably let Teresa know.
Oh.
Anyway, Justin ordered a rug, everyone.
Should I cancel it?
And you probably shouldn't. You should just tell Teresa that you ordered it. I mean, I'll deal with it later.
Okay, we can do that after the stream. Sorry.
How is this so much faster? Like the effective speed, like I'm totally blown, like blitzed. I got a lot of groups that time, full groups. Oh, that's not bad. People don't touch your face when it's coronavirus season, like this. Don't do this. When your nose itches, just make a funny face and blow your nose. Just don't touch it. I love that meme of somebody just being like, trying not to touch my face. I have to look it up now. Can't type. This one too was just so silly because this lady is like saying we shouldn't touch our face, and then she touches her tongue to her finger and then turns the page on a piece of paper. That was like, you shouldn't have done that. But there's a these are not memes. Where is it? Oh, I can't. Don't know how to find it, but it was on Reddit somewhere of somebody just like trying to like escape it. Yeah, seriously, don't touch your face, especially your nose, because that's where the virus goes into you, and then it gets bad in your lungs. I'm really quiet today. I just hate Morse code so much. I'll do a couple more and then we'll call it done. I got 2, 3 code groups. Go me. It's just crazy how fast things change when you just up these by tiny amounts, like 20 to 23. This is 5 to 6. Like, rough. Okay. One more. Another 3 full. Oh well. But point is, yeah, I kind of remember Morse code, but I'm still not doing great. So we should be resuming our regularly scheduled Morse code training sessions from this point forward at about-ish 7 o'clock, about-ish every day, except for I know I won't be doing it this Wednesday. But the name of the game from now on is getting this down to 10% errors and increasing it by 1 effective words per minute. I think I'm going to stay at 20 words per minute for now. And then once we get this up to like 50% of that, or 75%, let's call it like 15 over 20, 75%.
Yep.
Yeah. Math.
3 over 4.
And once we get that up to 15, then I'll start getting more happy and see what we can do from there. That'll be in the next milestone. And today is the 8th of March, so let's start counting how long it takes to get to that point. And let's take a look at the stats. Well, I already did this. So code group stats. They'll be under mix here. So speed is the green line. This will gradually pop up after every time the black line hits the gray line. Right? And don't mind the red line. That's just the average. So what I want to see is this like stair stepping on and on and on, and we'll go and see how many attempts it takes to do that. And then we can also look at the code groups, 20 attempts. Yeah, this one here. So what is today? Is this today's date? Oh, this is GMT, Universal. Universal? Is that Universal? Yeah, Coordinated Universal Time. I'm thinking of Universal Studios, and I'm like, why? But anyway, that'll be our start date, and we'll watch this thing go up and up and up, and this go up and up and up, and we're going to have a great time. So thanks for hanging out with me again, you two, if you two are still here, Steve and Radio Oklahoma. I never actually recognized the comment about the prepping thing. It's like, it's pretty good to prep. My friends have all had they've bought like beans and rice and stuff and food and whatever, but I'm not particularly worried. I mean, if there's a nationwide quarantine and everybody stay in your house, then I'm in a lot of trouble, but I don't really think that's going to happen. And if I get the coronavirus, I have enough paid leave and, money and funds to deal with my 2 weeks of being out, if that's like how long it takes. It's, for me, it won't be anything more than the flu, more than likely. But I'm just doing the general precautionary things that I've already actually done. I have a big bottle of Germex on my desk. I use Lysol on my, keyboard and my desktop, and I do all that stuff all the time. Every time I go out in public, I think about, oh, I need to wash my hands. Like at Disney World, I literally went to the bathroom 50% of the time just to go wash my hands because like my nose itched and I was like, I can't do it. I can't touch my nose or else I'll get the coronavirus or something else, like more than likely. But I mean, I do have enough non-perishable food to last for a little while, but it's I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Mark my words. We'll see if it really is in 2 weeks or so. All right, that's my soapbox about that. Nope. Thanks for hanging out. And 73. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.